How are you guys? Welcome to today's lesson, number concepts and operations. This is probably the most easiest chapter that we are ever going to do. In this topic, we are going to look at number types, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and there's a 60th thing that we are going to look at, which is the order of mathematical operation. Operations. Okay, so let's go on to look at number types. There are several number types that are used in mathematics. These number types are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, and real numbers. There is also a sixth type of numbers, which is imaginary numbers, but at this level we are not going to look at that. Natural numbers. So natural numbers are counting numbers. That's what you need to bear in mind. And normally if we are counting, we start at 1. So the set of natural numbers is given by n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and they go on and on in this fashion up to infinity. So they start at 1 and they go on and on. Then the second type of numbers that we want to look at is whole numbers. The only difference between natural numbers and whole numbers is the fact that whole numbers start at 0. So to give a set of whole numbers, we write W is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So this is the difference between whole numbers and natural numbers. Then the third type of numbers that we are going to look at is integers. Integers start from negative infinity to positive infinity, passing through 0, and these are whole numbers, but we will also be having negative values, right? So a set of integers, we have whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and so forth up to infinity. And also here it comes from -1, -2, -3, and it also starts from negative infinity. So this is the set of integers, and it's normally presented using a z. So this is a set of integers. The third number type that we are going to look at is rational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed as a fraction. So you will notice that 0.6 is a rational number because we can express this as a fraction as 3/5. 1/2 is in fraction form and it's a rational number. Also, 6 is a rational number. Why? Because 6 can be expressed as a fraction as 6 over 1. So all whole numbers are rational numbers. A number which is not a rational number is a number which cannot be expressed as a fraction. For example, if we take pi, the actual value of pi is a good example of a number which is not a rational number, because pi cannot be expressed as a fraction. Although we normally use 22 over 7 to estimate the value of pi, but this is not the actual value of pi. The actual value of pi cannot be expressed as a fraction. Then we go on to look at the fifth number type. The fifth number type is real numbers. Real numbers constitute of all the number types we can think of: the natural numbers, the whole numbers, the integers, the rational numbers, and the irrational numbers. The opposite of real numbers is imaginary numbers, which we are not going to look at. So any number you can think of, whether it's a rational number or it's an irrational number, as long as it is not an imaginary number, it is a real number. So the set of numbers that we have is, we have natural numbers as a set, and all natural numbers are a subset of whole numbers, and all whole numbers are a subset of integers, and all integers are a subset of rational numbers. I'm going to use R for rational numbers, and all rational numbers are a subset of real numbers. I'm going to call this R1 for real numbers. So this is the number types that we have. So from this, we skip on to the number line. The number line is a very important tool when learning how to do addition and subtraction. It's very useful in calculating addition and subtraction. Let's look at addition. Let's say you want to tackle question A, which is saying 1 plus 1. Using the number line, you should bear in mind that if we are adding, addition, we move to the right. So if you are asked to solve 1 plus 1, what you do using the number line is going where 1 is on the number line. So this is where 1 is. Then I move 1 place to the right. 1 place to the right. This leaves me at 2. So 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. So this one is pretty easy. Let's look at another one. D. D is saying 7 plus 4. So what it means is we are going to where 7 is. Then we move 4 places to the right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is 11. So 7 plus 4 is equals to 11. Okay, let's look at another one, which is question F, which is saying 8 plus 9. So here what it means is we are going to position number 8, then we move 9 places to the right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 17. So 8 plus 9 is equals to 17. Now this is pretty much easy when doing addition on horizontal expression or addition on numbers that gives us that have a sum which is less than 20. You will notice that if you are having, say, question I, 17 plus 9, using our number line, it will be a bit difficult for one to get the answer using a number line because one will need a longer number line. So the technique which one can use is rewriting 17 plus 9 as a horizontal expression. So 17 plus 9 can be written as 17 plus 9. So in solving this one, we are going to say 7 plus 9. So we go to position number 7. Then here we add, we move 9 places to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 17 plus 9 is 16. So we write 6 and we carry 1. So now it's 1 plus 1. The answer is 2. So 17 plus 9 is actually 26. So we will look again at question M. Here at question M, we can see that it's completely impossible to solve it using the number line. Here we will need a very long number line. M is saying 374 plus 679. So again, we write it as a horizontal expression. So this is 374 plus 679. So again, going to a number line, it's 4 plus 9. So using our number line, we know that if we add 4 plus 9, we are going to get 13. So this is 3. Then we carry 1. 1 plus 7 plus 7. This will give us 15. So it's 5. Then we carry 1. Then 1 plus 3 plus 6, that's 10. So 374 plus 679 will give us 1053. So the other expression that I have not solved, I will leave these ones to you as your homework. They are pretty much easy to solve. Now let's go to subtraction. a number line can also be used for subtraction. So here, let's look at question A, which is saying 5 minus 3. Now, if we are subtracting, it means we are moving to the left. So 5 minus 3 on our number line, we go to position number 5. Then moving 3 steps back, that's 1, 2, 3. So here the answer is 2. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So these answers we can always verify them using our calculators. Now let's look at question D. D is saying 9 minus 8. So again on our number line, we go to position number 9. Then we move 8 places to the left. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here the answer is 1. 9 minus 8 is 1. Now, let's look at a question whereby a bigger number is being subtracted from a lesser number. Question F. Question F is saying 5 minus 9. So we go to position number 5. Then we move 9 places to the left. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here the answer is -4. -4. That's our answer. You should be very careful not to leave the negative sign, because there is a big difference between 4 and -4. Now, let's look at question J. Question J is saying 7 minus 10. So again, we go to position number 7. Then we move to the left 10 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7 minus 10 is -3. So now we want to look at a question where we will be subtracting from a negative number. Let's look at question L, which is saying -4 minus 10. So again, it's the same process. We go to -4, then we move 10 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our answer here is -14. So these expressions are very easy to solve, especially using the number line. Now, there are other bigger expressions where you cannot subtract using the number line. For example, if we look at question Q, which is saying 36 minus 40. This one is a bit difficult to solve it using the number line, but we have noticed that if a bigger number is being subtracted from a smaller number, we will get a negative number, and the negative number that we are getting is the difference, the absolute difference between the two numbers. So here we can see that the difference between 36 and 40, now not considering the sign, the difference is 40. The difference is 4. But here we can see that a bigger number is being subtracted from a smaller number. So we will know that our answer is negative 4. And also looking at question R, we will notice that we are subtracting from a negative number. And subtracting from a negative number, it's more like we are moving further to the left. So, for instance, if we go back to question L, we notice it was minus 4 minus 10. Here we know that our answer should come out negative, and it's more like the negative value is 4 plus 10. So here we will know that the answer here is negative what? We are at 25, and we have moved 36 places to the left. That's why it's negative. So it's negative. Here I get, if I add this, I get 11, carry 1, then this is 61. So negative 25 minus 36 is negative 61. So these other expressions, I will leave them for you to do as your homework, and I encourage you to keep on practicing and try to use your calculator to check if you are getting correct answers. So at this point, we will move on to multiplication. So here is the multiplication table for you that you are supposed to use from time to time to make multiplication easy. How do you make use of this multiplication table? You can use this multiplication table to claim the multiples. Like, for example, the multiple of 7s are 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. This will help you a lot in quickly solving mathematical expressions that need multiplication. So let's look at question C, which is saying 5 times 9. So 5 times 9, what this means is that we are having 5 groups, each containing 5 elements, and what are we getting at the end of the day? So it's more like we are saying 5 plus 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 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 times 9 is more like adding 5s 9 times. Or it can also be like writing 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. We get the same answer here. So using the number line, using the multiplication table, we can solve 5 times 9. Here we just go to 5, this 5, and we take this 9. Where these two numbers meet, that's the answer. So if we move, we can see that these numbers are meeting here, and the answer is 45. So 5 times 9 is equal to 45. So if we say 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, we get the same answer. Or even if we say 5 plus 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 5, we will get 45. All right, we will look at another one, which is question E. Question E is saying 3 times 4. 3 times 4. So using the multiplication table, we go to 3 and we go to 4, and where they meet is our answer. So 3 times 4 is 12. And the same answer we get for 3 times 4, we get it for 4 times 3. So if it is 4 times 3, if I go to this 4 and I go to this 3, then where they meet, that's our answer. So whether we are using this or this, we will get the same answer. So we are going to look at another example, which is K, which is saying 13 times 6. So here we can see that on our multiplication table, we don't have 13. So the best way is to write it as a horizontal expression. So 13 times 6 can be written as 13 times 6. So the answer here, we will say 6 times 3, we get 18. So it's 8, carry 1. Then 6 times 1, that's 6, plus 7 plus 1 gives us 7. So 13 times 6 is actually 78. Looking at another expression, 36 times 6, which is on question M. 36 times 6. So 6 times 6. So this 6 and this 6, where they meet is 36. So it's actually 6 carry 3. Then 6 times 3, they are meeting here, so the answer is 18. So if we add these 3, we'll get 21. So 36 times 6 is 216. So this is the answer here, 216. Let's look at question N, which looks a bit difficult to solve. N is saying 147 times 24. So here, the number that you are multiplying with is in tens. So we are going to first multiply the tens. So we put a 0 here. Then we multiply 2 by 7, which gives us 14. So it's 4 carry 1. 2 times 4, which is 8, plus 1, it gives us 9. Then 2 times 1 gives us 2. Then we go on to multiply with the units. 4 times 7, this gives us 28, so it's 8 carry 2. 4 times 4, it's 16, plus 2, it's 18, so it's 8 carry 1. 4 times 1, it's 4 plus 1, that's 5. Then we add. So here if we add 0 plus 8, it gives us 8. 4 plus 8, that's 12, is 2 carry 1. 9 plus 1 plus 5, that's 15. So it's 5 carry 1. Then 2 plus 1, that's 3. So 147 times 24, that's 3,528. Well, looking at another one, we are having here on P 434 times 134. Because we are multiplying by hundreds, so we give 2 zeros, then we start multiplying by the hundredth. So 1 times 4, it's actually 4. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4, it's 4. Then now we are multiplying by the tens, so we give a 0. 3 times 4, that's 12, so it's 2 carry 1. 3 times 3, that's 9 plus 1, that's 10, so it's 0 carry 1. 3 times 4, that's 12 plus 1, that's 13. Then we go on to the units. 4 times 4 gives us 16, so it's 6 carry 1. 4 times 3, that's 12 plus 1, that's 13, so it's 3 carry 1. 4 times 4, that's 16 plus 1, that gives us 17. So then we add these three numbers. So 0 plus 0 plus 6, it gives us 6. 0 plus 2 plus 3 gives us 5. 4 plus 0 plus 7, that's 11, so it's 1 carry 1. 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1, that's 8. 4 plus 1, that's 5. So the answer for 434 times 134 is equals to 58,156. So we are going on to division. Division is the opposite of multiplication. On division, we will be trying to find how many times a number can get into another number. For instance, if we have 8 divided by 2 here, what it means is we are having 8 objects. Then we want to put them in groups of 2. So this is a group, this is a group, this is a group, this is a group. How many groups do we have at the end of the day? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we divide 8 by 2, we get 4. So in other words, 2 gets into 8 4 times. And if we want to check if our answer is correct, if we say 2 times 4, we get 8. This is to show that our answer is correct and these are actually opposites. So we can do the same with question C. 16 divided by 4. Here we get 4. 4 gets into 16 4 times. 56 divided by 8. We know that 8, if you add 8 7 times, you get 56. So 56 divided by 8 is 7. So the division, it's more easy to solve if you first master multiplication. From our multiplication table, we know that 5 gets into 25 5 times. So here 5 is the answer. Let's look at question F. Question F is saying 26 divided by 2. So to do the long division, it's 2 into 26. So we say 2 into 2, it's 1. And 2 into 6, that's 3. So 26 divided by 2 is 13. Let's look at question H, which is saying 345 divided by 5. So here we have 5 and 345. 5 into 3, it cannot. 5 into 34, that's 6. 6 times 5, it gives us 30. So here our remainder is 4. So we take down 5. 5 into 45, this gives us 9. 9 times 5, this is 45. So here the remainder is 0. So 345 divided by 5 gives us 69. Then we will look at another expression, another example, which is question I, which is saying 305 divided by 61. Here, to me, it looks like if I add 61 5 times. So if I say 61 times 5, I get 305. So the answer here is 5. But on these ones, you can use your calculator to check if it is now, if you are dealing with bigger divisions, you can use your calculator. 3 divided by 3 into 867. This is 3 into 8. It gets here 2 times. 2 times 3. This gives us 6. So if we subtract here 8 minus 6, we get 2. Then if we take down this 6, it becomes 26. 3 into 26, it gives us 8. 8 times 3, this is 24. So if we subtract here, we get 2. Then we take down 7. 3 into 27, that's 9. So the answer for 3 into 867 is 289. So the other ones have been left for you as examples. So after doing that, there is an exercise which is here, which I encourage you to do, and there are also number problems that we are having here. So if you want the solution for these exercises, You can always get in touch with me either on my email or on my WhatsApp number. You just drop a message and I will respond. So the last thing that we are going to look at is order of operation. So in the order of operations, we use a concept known as BOMIDAS or BODMAS. They work equally the same. This is a technique that gives the order of priority in which to carry out mathematical operations. Let's suppose you are given a problem below, which is 2 minus 6 times 4. So the BODMAS stands for brackets, order, orders, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So it means if you are having a mathematical expression, you have to start with orders. The orders are something like powers, square roots, and so forth. Then you put the brackets for division, then you put for multiplication, then addition, then subtraction is last. So here, trying to solve this one, this is equals to 1 would say this is equal to 2 minus 4, which is negative 4 times 4, which gives us negative 16. But this is not the correct answer. If you are given this expression, you need to first put brackets for the multiplication. So this is 2 minus 6 times 4, which is equals to 2 minus 24. Then the correct answer, even if you check with your calculator, is negative 22. This is how we work out these expressions, because here we started, there is a multiplication, so we started with the multiplication, then we did subtraction. That's how we use the BODMAS technique. So this is a very important technique which gives you the order in which you should solve your expressions. So we have the BODMAS. So let's look at question number 6, which is saying 67 minus 9 times 5. This is equals to 67 minus 9 times 5. We put brackets on multiplication because multiplication comes before subtraction. So this is equals to 67 minus 45, which gives us 22. So on these ones, I encourage you to check the answers with your calculator. So again, let's look at question number 9. Question number 9 is saying 45 plus 49 divided by 7. So this is equals to 45 plus 49 divided by 7. So here we put brackets. So here we get 45 plus 7, which is equal to 52. So expressing in that format, I expect you to practice doing these other exercises. So if you want more exercises on this one, please hit me up on my WhatsApp number. Then I will share with you more problems, even on other topics that we have touched before. So that's the end of this lesson. Thank you for your time. Please like and subscribe to this channel so that every time I drop a lesson you get a notification. And also please share with others. Sharing is caring. We want everybody to pass. So please share this material so that mathematics becomes an easy subject to everyone. Cheers. Until next time.